Do you play on a server with a bunch of people and you would like to hide your things from them? Do you just want a fancy place to store your valuables? Or do you just have some really nosy friends that you would like to hide your stuff from?
Hey, where do you keep your diamonds? Where do you keep your chickens? Chickens! Right there.
If this is you, then I have just the thing for you. I was working on a new design for a storage system in my new base on the server, and I came up with this concept. So the way it's supposed to work is whenever you walk into your house or your base or whatever, you're gonna notice that there's no chests here. There's no storage system. Where's it at? Well, you just walk over to this spot here, toss in your renamed item into your sorter, and ta-da! It spits your key back out through the floor, and you've got storage that just appears out of seemingly nowhere. Go through here, get your items, and then when you're done with it, just toss your key back in, and away it goes. Alright, so let's take a look at how this works, and then I'm going to show you how to build it. We're just going to go through the floor here, and yes, it's a decent amount of redstone, but it's not extremely complicated. It's just, I've got it packed kind of tight together, but I've laid it out to where it's easy to follow. So the way it works is when you throw your key into the hopper that's in the floor, it's going to come down. If the item doesn't pass this sorter here, it'll go into the chest, and you'll get to keep whatever nonsense people throw on your floor. But anyway, you've got your keys in your hoppers. You're going to need 47 of them in total, because it's 46 between these two hoppers, and then you're going to need one that you either carry with you or have stored in a secure location. And then once you toss your key in, it's going to come through the hopper line here. It'll deposit your key into that dropper, and then it'll activate this little circuit here, which pushes that piston out, pushes this observer into that redstone line, which will simultaneously shoot your key back out of the dropper and send it all the way back up to you. And it will activate this little circuit here, which will, on a delay, activate the slime blocks that send your chest mine carts up through the floor. But before it sends those up, it'll activate this series of pistons here, which will retract the floor and then pull it back out of the way. And then those will fly up. And then as these are flying through the air, these pistons will push back out and replace your floor blocks. This is actually timed well enough to utilize a little mechanic that I discovered that I'm not sure how many people actually know about, but it's kind of interesting to me, and I'm sure somewhere on YouTube somebody's done this video before. But when you actually go to put your minecarts back down here, hidden and out of the way this works is as they're falling, when they get to about right here, the floor will, or the pistons will actually engage and then push the floor back up, and the minecarts will actually phase through the bottom part of this piston and then slowly fall to a rest on top of these slime blocks, which I thought was really cool while I was designing it. And I have what I consider absolutely perfect timings because that happens. I seriously thought that was going to cause an issue and just make the minecarts go all crazy and fly everywhere, but it didn't. So this is my design, and let's get started building it. Alright, so I'm going to rebuild the system right here next to the original one because I like to forget how to build things sometimes, and I might occasionally need to pop over there to remind myself. But to start out with, you're going to need a 13 by 9 by 6 hole. to give yourself plenty of room to work with. And it's actually going to start right in the middle here, and this will allow for one block of space on the outside of the contraption so you can move around it easily. For the materials that you need for this, it's everything right here in these exact amounts. It's not extremely over the top on resources, it's just getting it to work right and getting the timings on the repeaters correct, because if you don't, it's just not gonna fire, and then you're gonna get mine carts stuck in slime blocks, and it's just not good. So anyway, let's get started on the build. Alright, so the very first thing that I did when I started designing this was I started with the whole system where the minecarts would actually be sitting, and you're going to need to come from this corner over 4 and then 6 down, and that's where you're going to place your piston for this. And I like to place some blocks here just to kind of help with the minecarts not actually phasing through the slime blocks, because when I just tried to do a row of slime blocks on top of this, it failed quite a bit, but when I put the solid blocks underneath it, it kept working. So after that, you're gonna have to go in and, if I can find them, wrong tab. You need minecart chests, and you also need some rails so that you can place these chests on here. So you're gonna place some rails like that. Put your chest minecarts, and then break these rails out from underneath each one of them, and the chests will actually turn the opposite direction. I haven't built this in, I think right now, hang on, which way am I facing? I don't know these things. Okay, so I'm facing in an east to west orientation right now. So I haven't actually built this in north-south, so I'm not sure if the minecarts being turned in a different direction will mess with the way this whole machine works, but I'm almost positive it won't make a difference. You might want to try that out for yourself, because I'm too lazy to do so. Alright, the next thing you want to do is make almost a lightning bolt pattern with some redstone here. So you want to come 2 out from the piston, or the sticky piston rather. Put 1 redstone dust here and 1 redstone dust here. You're going to place an observer facing that way, and then you're going to place a sticky piston right in front of that that observer. That's going to actually push this observer out and activate the entire machine. And upon further review, it's not redstone dust here, it's repeaters. As I said earlier, I like to forget how to build things. You're going to place a block here with a repeater coming out of it this way. Then you're going to place a repeater going into that piston. And then you're going to place a comparator going into that repeater. Over here, you're going to place a block with a redstone torch on it. Then you're going to place another block, another torch, another block, and 1 more torch coming out of this side of the block. So this is our firing circuit for the whole mechanism. Building off of this, we're going to put a repeater coming out of this side. We're going to put another block, another repeater, and then a line of redstone, and then another repeater going into the back of that piston there. Okay, this repeater here you're going to set to 4 ticks, and you're also going to set this repeater to 4 ticks. And something I missed in this one just a second ago, you actually need to set this to 2 ticks and also this to 2 ticks. It just makes it to where it will return your key almost right as soon as the chests come out of the floor. Alright, now we're going to get into building the retraction system for the floor. So you're going to want to place a block here, and then you're going to come to the side 1, and then you're going to place 5 this way, and then you're going to double that line all the way down. So you're going to place repeaters all the way down this way, and then you're going to place another repeater facing the same direction out that way. All of these here need to be set to 4 ticks, or 4 redstone ticks. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to get mad in the comments because I've not been specifying through this entire video. And then this repeater here needs to be set to 2 ticks. So now what you're going to do is take sticky pistons and put them all the way across, and then do another row of sticky pistons on top of that. You're going to place another row of sticky pistons right in front of it facing up, and then whatever block you decide to use for the floor, in this case I guess I'm just going to use the blue blocks that I currently have in my possession. And then that is the entire hideaway system all done. Oh, don't quote me on that because I'm stupid. I'm still gonna run another redstone line out this way. So we're gonna do redstone all the way around here. And then you're gonna need some slabs. That way that this doesn't get powered prematurely. And you're gonna run it out 3. And then put some blocks all the way down this way. You're gonna run another redstone line all the way around this. And that is everything for that. So you will see here in a minute. I'm just gonna place, I thought I had redstone torches on me. I guess I'll just have to do this. I'm gonna place and remove a redstone torch really fast. And that is not right. Happened here. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I am experiencing technical difficulties. Okay, so minor oversight on my part. I forgot to set this repeater right here to 4 ticks. Now everything works fine, as I will show you. All goes up. All comes down. And as I said, those will phase right through all of that, and it won't cause any problems with the rest of the build. Okay, and this brings us to the item sorter. This is what you're going to be throwing your key in that actually activates the system over here and allows you access to your storage. So you're going to put a block of any kind there, as long as it's a solid block. You're going to put a dropper facing up, and then just after you do that, you put glass all the way up to the floor level. I mean, it doesn't really have to be all the way up to where the floor is. You can actually put your floor over top of this. So I'm just going to build a little glass elevator here. Forgive me, I'm slow. And then you're going to put a hopper coming out of the side like this. Another hopper coming out of the side of that hopper. A hopper on top of that hopper. Another hopper here. Hopper here. And then you're going to want hoppers. Actually, you want to place this hopper facing into that glass block. You're going to put another hopper on top of that, and you're just going to go all the way up to where your floor will be. Now, this hopper right here, you're going to want to put a temporary block on the side and then face it into there, because this is where we're going to be putting our chest that filters out the items that aren't supposed to be there. So just put a double chest there to give you a lot of leeway in throwing the wrong thing in there. And then on the back of this hopper, put a block, put another block coming out this way, a block on this side, this, like this. You're gonna put a repeater facing into this block here. And then you're gonna put a comparator right here that monitors the items that are in here. A redstone dust line like this, and that is your item sorter. Now comes the fun part. You get to go over here to an anvil, and you've got your 47 items that you want to use for a key item. In this case, I'm going to use diamond because I'm in creative and I can. And then you want to name them something that's not too obvious. We'll just name our sub. How about that? Alright, and for the first time you do this, you just want to go into this hopper here. Oh, that would have been bad. I forgot I need a redstone torch underneath this bottom hopper. So yes, do not forget to put a torch there or this item sorter will not work. So in this, you're just going to put your items in there just like that. It'll filter out. That'll activate your system, pop your key out, and there you go. That is the full system all done and dusted. Now obviously you would want to put a floor over this, so I think I'm going to do that now. I'll just use these blue blocks. This concrete's nice and clean, so I'll just speed through this real quick. Alright, so I've got my floor in place. I'm going to leave a little access hole there so I can get back in. Now you just throw your key into the hopper. And there's your hidden storage system. Returns your key back to you on this block here. Activates, everything comes up. Throw your key back in. And it falls down, out of sight, out of mind. Alright, so I hope you guys have enjoyed my little redstone tutorial, and I hope this storage system comes in use for you guys in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. That's so satisfying.